This 24-photo black and white slideshow of Playland was taken on this Wednesday afternoon, June 28th, 2017. And the time right now is 2:55 p.m. We start off with our first picture. Entrance to Playland sign, November 2nd, 1927. You can see that could be the front of the park, where later on maybe the dancing fountain would be here. I don't know. Or could that be because the colonnades are over here, left and right? Or that could be the cross axis. It's really hard to tell. It's too early in the preliminary stages. Men doing construction on the Motor Speedway. No date. There's two men over there working really hard. Yep, they had to work hard for their money back then. And there's a Ferris wheel in the background there. Later on, they definitely moved the geographics. Playland Pier under construction, no date. Look at those old-fashioned streetlights. They don't make them like that today. Nope, they're more modern. Yep. Looks pretty good. Okay, over there now you have the Pier Restaurant and the Tiki Bar. Playland Plaza and Mall, 1927. Yep, that's the front entrance, definitely. This is where the dancing fountain is today. They're pulling that tree out of the ground somewhere. They had to do that for the landscaping, to make way, pave the way. They put the gates there later on. Front entrance gates. The funhouse entrance, no date. Huh. It almost looks like the entrance to the Dragon Coaster. Exact opposite side though, you know. That looks like an old fire truck. I don't know. Strange. Too bad that this picture wasn't taken higher up so we could see the top of the roof of the funhouse. The music tower and construction materials. No date. Yep, too bad. I wish they did have a date. Okay. Colonnades are over there. So that had to be many years ago. The top of the funhouse should be here because it went up kind of high. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Those are more later on lanterns that are more modern. Can't tell. Without more material, more buildings that were constructed and complete, it's hard to really base this off of. Tree being wheeled off at Playland Plaza, 1927. That's a different angle. Here's where the Playland fountain would be later on. The dancing fountain. Yep. Unfinished boardwalk at Playland, August 15th, 1927. I can't tell whereabouts this is. There's nothing really to base it on over to the right. Could that be the Kiddie Coaster? This could be Kiddieland that they were building. That's a possibility. One of the hills of Kiddieland? I don't know. Unfinished rides at Playland, 1927. I don't know where that is. Maybe that's a cross axis. Look at all that dirt. It almost looks like sand as you walk out to the beach. You come this way, you know. Beach waterfront and concession buildings along it. September 23rd, 1927. Alright, that later on became the boardwalk. Older buildings must have set in over here, and there was a road here. It had to be. This has to be the boardwalk today, where the Children's Museum would be over here to the right. Blue Streak roller coaster at Playland, July 9th, 1925. Never heard of that, the Blue Streak roller coaster. Looks pretty fancy though. Nice hills. I don't recall that whatsoever. 1925, that was when it was like Rye Town Park. That's before it was officially Playland Amusement Park. Yeah, we're going back a long time, you know. Concession stands along Boardwalk, August 25th, 1927. Again, that road, sidewalk, that's got to be the boardwalk today. Where back this way, you would come down the steps where the Playland pool is, and you would walk down here. They must have brought in more buildings later. And then this became more of a wooden sidewalk. I don't know, something like that. Construction around Playland Plaza, 1927. All right, now, could this be over to the far right here? The gates where you enter? Could this be the stands? Or this wouldn't be the administration building, would it? You really can't tell. It's hard to tell by this angle. Construction of bathhouse and boardwalk, September 11th, 1927. Yep, that's definitely got to be the boardwalk. And this would be Playland Beach later on. It's got to be. Huh? Wouldn't you say so? You'd walk up the steps here. The entrance to Playland Beach would be here. And back this way would be the bathhouse, where the Playland pool would be. That would be my guess. Construction of Kittyland and the airplane coaster, November 2nd, 1927. Yep. That's scary. You wouldn't get me on that ride, going down that hill. That first hill looks like a real winner. There's the kiddie coaster. Little short tracks. Ah, very nice. Construction of Kittyland, 1927. I wonder where this is. What ride would that be right there with those wooden soldiers? You come out that way. I'm going to guess across would be the turtle chase. You make a left. You go down this way. And then you would run into the derby bracer over here. Maybe. Something like that. Construction of Laugh in the Dark. No date. I used to love that ride. That was a fun ride. Yep. Used to scare me when I was a kid. All those dummies in there. I think at one point I thought they were real the first time I went in there. Construction of Playland Bathhouse, 1928. That's when they were first building the bathhouse for the Playland pool. Today, the work done on it, when they remodelized it, looked like they were working on it again like they are now, but they updated it. The Children's Museum now houses all underneath there. And that Children's Museum is ridiculous. It hardly has anything in there. I thought it was going to be a real interesting museum, like the regular Playland Museum. It's a good thing I was able to get videos of that while it existed. Construction of the airplane and kiddie coasters, October 28th, 1927. Yep. Look at that old carriage there. It reminds me of a Little House on the Prairie. All you need is a couple of horses to drag it. You don't make stuff like that today, you know. Construction of the Bob's Airplane Coaster, October 10th, 1927. From a different angle. This looks like Kittyland going up over here. Alright. That track over there. Some kind of speedway, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Construction of the Derby Racer, October 28th, 1927. Ah, this is a nice one. Nice shot. Construction of the Japanese Tea House, 1927. Definitely way before my time. Look at that thing. I guess you went in there to eat or have food. I don't think it was a ride. I have to find out more about that. Construction of the Motor Speedway, no date. That's another angle of it. We see a building over here to the left. I don't know what building that is. I know the Magic Carpet later on was back that way. I wish I could get some pictures of them building the Magic Carpet and the Funhouse. That would be really be interesting. And here's our last picture. Construction of the old mill with no date, which is very unfortunate. You can see all that wood over there. Yep, the building underneath. This is a good picture. A very rare picture, probably, you know. All right. So, in any event, it looks like that completes the video.